Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this Astro Forecast, June 14th, 2023. So, where are my empaths out there? Where are my heart-centered peeps out there? This is a lot. This is a lot to process. So I'm gonna wait for everyone that feels this energy. I mean, we're like surrounded by a very intense cosmic dance that is leading to this new moon in Gemini, that is about divine justice, that is about really rebalancing the scales of power, the scales. This empath is feeling it. Yeah. Wow. But I got some explanations for you guys. Okay, so first I want to talk about something that is beyond this. But for some of you, I want to share that if you are a strong empath, especially through the body field, you will probably feel nauseous or some discomfort, a lot of tiredness, if you are carrying with you some of the unprocessed ascension spiritual principles. Okay, so that means that when your body is letting you know something is off, that means something is off. Okay. Like, listen to it. And here I'm here to actually help you with what the cosmic dance is trying to hint us. Like, what is it that is going on that we're trying to let go of? Hi Dion, hi Jenna, hi all of you. So if you've been feeling like it's you're on a boat, and honestly, I've been feeling good, but I've been feeling those waves of energy, and especially people connecting to me. And hi Berlin empath here. So let's look at what's going on. So some of you know, you've been watching the forecast for a little while. When things starts to feel intense, I look at the weaving of the physical matrix reality in which we are manifested, and I look at the weaving with the emotional body. And this is where I get a lot of my answers. Some of you, this is something I offer so you know your own weaving. That's called the super empath. Understanding how you're weaved into your emotional field. Some of you, you have no filter. Everything you think, you feel, and you manifest. I'm all upside down. Just so you know, when I discovered that, I made so much sense to myself. Okay, but that's beyond the point here. We have in blue the physical reality. We have in red the emotional reality, because to us, it feels very real. So the sun right now, and I love it, is in a placement of Gemini that is helping us to decode certain things. We have a wave of revelation this week that is coming to your front awareness. So that means subconscious to conscious self. This is why some of you, you know, I'm doing those workshops to help you with that process, because it can be very intimidating to parts of yourself to walk the tunnel of darkness. This is kind of like, okay, I know I should be looking into certain things, and it feels a little bit like, intimidating. Let's call it that, okay? So we are cosmically invited to do this type of walking, facing our fears, facing certain things that we may have put aside as far as remembrance. Now, opposite to the sun that is trying to reveal to your conscious self on this matrix, we have the emotional placement of Pluto that is teaching you how to be empowered, how to do the inner transformation so you are a master of yourself. This is why I posted yesterday about the battles you have with yourself. Hi, Crystal. Okay, so those battles here, very interesting, and I want to share with you guys what I got before I even studied this morning. I was meditating. Okay, I do my practice. So some of you, you're going to do the workshop. You're going to see what I practice in the morning as far as cleansing, and what I practice at night for opening up the gateways for my subconscious. And sometimes I do it, you know, during the day when I want to get more information for the collective. What I received here was very interesting. Some of you have done so much inner work and you've grown into a version of yourself that is closer and closer to your higher self and everything you want to manifest. You're going to start having certain insights about certain things that are coming back to your front awareness, where you're going to see that maybe someone, a parent, you know, kids at school, whatever, had discouraged you towards a certain thing that you're now expressing. And acknowledging this. So what was very interesting to me is that while I was meditating, I was rehearsing the workshop, and I saw that there was some type of block in the throat that was linked with my sacral or my root. Okay, there was just some weird resonance there. And when I looked at it, I thought that was interesting because as a child, I was told not to speak. I was told not to express what I thought, or if I did, I had to turn my tongue 7 times in my mouth because it seemed that most of the time I was saying something, I would get a beat up because it was not appropriate. Obviously, I was in a very intense predicament, and things have been resolved, but I thought it was very interesting because a part of me, when I was looking at this, I was seeing how every day I had to present myself to speak words of wisdom and how I had to literally work the energy of caressing myself, allowing myself to release some layer that I had to, you know, battle. But before it was more like, I'm doing it. I had to boost my confidence so I can speak up because I knew I had things to share that were important, at least for me to express, and then whatever happens, happens, okay? But I had never really spent the time to release this layer in a more loving way. So it was very interesting because as I was caressing the energy surrounding me, thank you so much, you guys. I started seeing that I was looking at my child self and I was caressing her face and I was saying to her, this is great. I want to hear what you have to say. You can go on, you can speak, share. It was very interesting because especially when I then went out of my meditation, obviously I felt really good. But this specific placement emotionally in the last degrees of Sagittarius for Pluto is about beauty and the inner child. And I was like, holy shit. So I had to face this, which was very interesting because a few days ago, my mother was telling me that she was very impressed by my astro forecast, which I have to speak a lot. She doesn't speak very well English, so it's like, well, you yap a lot and I don't understand what you're saying, but it feels good, okay? So it was just so that was happening. And this is the type of things that I want to share with you so you can understand when it's coming, voyaging towards you, you can put it together. Because this is the type of things that the universe wants you to notice. Certain things maybe where you were discouraged to do certain things. Because this is displacement here. Emotionally, we have the sun. Because now this is the physical that is trying to reveal. Okay, but emotionally the sun is offering second chances. Is offering new gateways. And in the physical, Uranus is the planet that helps you to grow in a way that is more like evolutionary. So things you haven't done in the past. Hi, Nat. So that means, okay, so some of you, maybe you're realizing that the things that made you feel like you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be expressing this, and you know, it shouldn't be that way. Those are things that are coming back to your awareness, and I want you not to fear the process because this is the type of things that are behind those very uncomfortable moments. Do you understand? There's actually a lot of love behind. Yes, it comes from a place of pain sometimes, okay? It didn't feel good to be told not to talk, and especially not to get beat up, okay? But there was an opportunity behind this. It's like, look at you, you're speaking. You overcame all of those things. And I was able to tap deeper and deeper. So some of you, it's a process I want to share with you, because this is a process of healing. You're peeling the onion. And if you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're going through phases where you're drained from your energy and things like this is because something toxic, something you're still thinking might still drain you. Okay, yes, it's linked to people. But is it really my mother doing this? No, she's busy doing her own thing. And everyone's busy doing their own thing. But it's the attachments that we have to those stories. Yes, good process. Yeah, you guys, you know, the empaths of my crew here, because it's like, what do I do with all those feelings? Okay, so all those feelings are trying to speak. And here we have the moon that is right now. You see here, you have the Mercury placement that is trying in the emotions to help you figure shit out. But it's going to ask you to sit with it, because that placement of the emotional Mercury is exactly in between the process of illuminations, that the aha moments, but also the patience. That means you gotta stay with it. You gotta allow yourself to stay with it, because then you will have this unlocking. And that means once you understand certain things emotionally, you freaking expand. And when you feel expanded, you feel like you freed yourself. There's so much more love to receive in return. Because realize that some of you, all that you keep locked deep in yourself, this is energy the universe wants back. Give it back. There's a recall. There's a recall, just like in cars. It's a bad part. Recall all those, okay? We are recalling this. We are recycling them, okay? We're recycling them in the process, the universal process where energy never dies. But that means it's going to trigger you inside your physicality. So my empaths out there, you are freaking lucky. You feel it. Some people are so connected to their mind, and they're so used to push. I was one of them, okay? Even as an empath, I just numb everything. I just pushed, okay? They're so used to push that they will have to break in some shape or form so they can feel. So some of you, if you're just feeling some type of level of discomfort, realize the universe is calling back certain parts of yourself that are not serving you anymore. Yes, feel the love, you guys. So this is something that is very intense. Neptune that is still in those last degrees of Pisces, asking for endings, okay? Asking everyone to stop playing those illusionary timelines, okay? Neptune is going to be very connected to quantum realities. It's the potential of whatever we create in our minds, and that means in our hearts especially. So here a lot of the things needs to be transformed. Displacement emotionally of Chiron, which is your deepest wound, is in the placement of Pisces that wants alchemy, that wants transformation. So this is why we have the workshop this week. Some of you need energy work, especially you, my empaths. Like, I cannot tell you how important it is to get those layers untangled, okay? I was, last week when I was getting some of the instruction for this workshop, I was almost like literally shocked with how much paralysis I had inside myself. In some layers of bodies, I had so much fear. And I was like, how the fuck? Like, of course, then I was able to remember the events. But it was like, as as little as a child watching something on TV or something happen in your family. Someone, you know, some of you have like very dramatic childhood, like myself. So you see parents beat each other or things like that. This was literally frozen in my body. And I was like, well, I can relax that. It's not happening anymore. So it was still vibrating as if it's still a potential reality. And this is what we want for you, is the freedom of those moments. You can keep the lesson. You can keep the wisdom. You do not need to keep the emotional field, which is part of shaping your matrix. Because the emotions are very close to the physical reality. So if you still feel a certain way and you hold that, you are holding a matrix expression of a potential reality waiting to happen. Okay, so that's a lot. Okay, so some of you, I'm very glad that you know what the wounds are. Yes, so there's a lot as far as diving into this subconscious mess. Yes, honey, I am so happy some of you are there for the workshop. I know this is going to be so amazing to have all of you there. I'm just feeling very blessed. And for the ones that can't make the times, you'll have access to the video workshop. You know, as long as we share energy, everyone's going to feel it intensely. And us doing this is benefiting the whole process. So this is a very important process. We're going to do this before the new moon, before this merge of conscious and subconscious. Some of you be ready to really have some like light bulb moments. Okay, this is in the works. This is for you to create anew, to make sure that you create a version of yourself that is most aligned to everything that you want to manifest truly. And again, realize some of the things that with the galactic alignment, those are brand new version of selves. Your soul has never experienced this. Your soul has never imagined it. It's kind of like really, this is what it promises. Release the energy that's within, because this is what you're getting back in return. The workshop, you guys, is tomorrow. So the 14th, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for asking. And we have a second part. So we're going to work on Wednesday on the aura. Okay, I want you to really have a conscious awareness of your auric field, releasing energies that are not yours, strengthening, cleansing, this whole process. And I'm going to teach you how to activate all your hormonal glands, everything in the chakra that helps you activate your psychic clairs. Okay, this is going to be Wednesday. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, okay? If you want to look at the link in my bio, you'll have the details. And Saturday, 1 p.m. also, I'm sorry, Pacific time. I keep on changing time zone. So 1 p.m. Eastern time, sorry. Wednesday and Saturday, so 14th, 17th. Saturday, we're working on the subconscious passage. Okay, I'm going to help you understand the process of the passage. Okay, and that means kind of eliminating the fears through that tunnel. And in order for you to walk that tunnel, you need to spark your light. So this is, you become the flashlight. You become, there's no light waiting at the end of the tunnel. Okay, you're the light and you're walking the tunnel, and there is the gold. Okay, you don't see it until you walk. It's not the same workshop, it's two different parts. Some of you, if you want one or the other, I think they are much needed together. Okay, I just felt that I needed to kind of like put them together. So some of you can start rehearsing on Wednesday, approaching Saturday. Some of you, by the way, you can start working on this, listening to the frequencies on my YouTube. Okay, we have the subconscious mind. It's a series, inner light activation series. And then you have your aura is your light source. This is so important. This is your light. You want to shine. You want to be a star. You are one. Yes, I got news for you. You are one. Okay, you're one. You want star. You're one hell of a star, but you gotta shine. Okay? So shine, it's almost like we haven't been we haven't been taking showers. Okay, I'm caught myself up. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I shall see you all at the workshop. Got that vision, we are the light, the more we embrace. Yes, 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 yes. And some of you, I'm seeing you this afternoon for more sessions, getting all cleansed and ready to shine. Love you. Bye, guys.